Hi, this is Reiko, AAC SLP at the North Vancouver School District. So I would just want to talk to you today about this pre-Word Power 60 vocabulary that we have downloaded onto our students' talker. Okay, so when we say touch chat, it's like saying Microsoft Word. It comes with a bunch of pre-built templates, but we can also really, really highly customize a vocabulary so that it really, really works for the student that we're using touch chat with. So this is a really commonly used vocabulary set called Word Power 60 Basic. The 60 means that there are 60 cells per screen. Now, word power means that there is a bit of kind of programming built into it to predict what words might come next. So, for example, if I say eat, it might then
Eat.
bring me over to the food page. Another thing it might do is that I might say I, which is yellow, and yellow is for pronouns. Verbs are going to be green. So when I hit I, the word that is most likely to follow it is going to be a verb. So when I hit I, everything
I.
changes to green to give me fast access to some verbs. Now, this word power feature is a great feature for somebody who's producing sentences and phrases, and it really can speed up the sentence producing process. Now, that said, sometimes we have some students that are using touch chat and they're more kind of in a single word kind of place. They're just learning to use single words. So maybe we're modeling single words, maybe we're modeling short phrases. Now, for example, for a student, I might just want to say eat. And that's
Eat.
great. I can do that. Now, say I'm sitting at a snack table in my classroom and somebody has goldfish at the other side of the table, and I say goldfish.
Goldfish
Now,
crackers.
what I might want to model then is see goldfish crackers or want goldfish crackers. But if you'll notice here, the problem here is that in order for me to get to the verbs, I first need to say oops,
I
and then want,
want
and then goldfish crackers.
goldfish
I
crackers.
mean, it's not an awful problem, but you see that as I went through and produced the sentence, there was a lot of flipping around. There was a lot of prediction. So what we're going to actually look at next, I'm going to switch to my other iPad, which is on the other side of me. What we have here on this screen is a vocabulary that I modeled off of Word Power 60 Basic. It still has 60 cells per screen. And then these words are actually the core vocabulary green words in the middle are in the exact same place. So this is kind of the reason I called it a pre-word power is that it's essentially this other system, but without all the linking in place. So it really allows me to model those single words and two-word phrases much more easily than this word power. So I'm going to show you an example. We were talking about food and about how I might just want to look across and comment on the fact that my table partner is eating something and I see it. Not that I want it, but just that I see it. So I can then see how here I can say see muffin, for example, or see water. So we're not necessarily making that request and saying want water, although that is something that I can say on this page. I can also say like water. Um, this does look disorganized. I totally admit that. But what we've done is we've actually tied the locations of the core vocabulary words, like the green words, in with word power so that they're in the same place when we're ready to transition to the other vocabulary. The hope is that as we learn single words, as we learn sort of that two-word combination, what we can do is just very simply slide into the other program. Sorry, the other vocabulary. So for example, on this page, I can just say, yeah, I see that. I see that, and repeat that word over and over. I'm going to now flip over to Word Power 60 Basic. In order for me to model C, I actually need to go into actions and then C,
C,
and then I need to go, if I wanted to model that again, I would need to go back into actions and then C.
C,
Whereas I'm going to go back into the pre-word power, I can just model C over and over again. It's just right there. So is this vocabulary as robust as Word Power 60 Basic? Absolutely not. But it can be a good starting point for somebody who is just learning single words, just learning how to communicate. And so this is something we're going to give a try.